Every finished tool begins as something simple and unrefined. Before the shape of an axe exists, there is only raw steel, dense, heavy, and without purpose. The metal is just a block waiting to be transformed. The forge is prepared carefully. Temperature control is essential because steel behaves differently at different levels of heat. As the metal enters the fire, the transformation begins slowly. The color changes first, shifting from dark to deep red. One of the most important features must be created, the eye. This is the opening where the wooden handle will eventually be fitted. A specialized punch tool is aligned at the center of the axe head. With controlled hammer strikes, the punch is driven into the metal. The goal is not to force the metal into shape immediately, but to guide it gradually. As the glow fades, the material becomes harder again, signaling that it must return to the fire. The repeated cycle of heating and shaping strengthens the structure of the steel, aligning the internal grain along the direction of the tool's future stresses. This process improves durability and ensures that the axe can withstand heavy use. The blade. This is where performance is determined, and even small imperfections can affect how the tool cuts and holds its edge. The steel is reheated once more, returning to a glowing state. While still workable, the blade area is hammered repeatedly to thin and extend the cutting edge. Each strike stretches the metal outward, gradually shaping the profile that will eventually become sharp. The blacksmith constantly rotates and repositions the axe head, ensuring that the bevel develops evenly on both sides. Symmetry is essential, not only for aesthetics but also for function. A blade that is uneven will cut poorly and wear down faster. At this point, the axe head finally resembles its intended form. Once the blade shape is fully forged, the steel must be hardened. The axe head is placed back into the forge and heated carefully. The axe is removed from the fire and quickly submerged in liquid, usually oil or water. The axe is brought to the grinding station where abrasive wheels begin shaping the blade more accurately. Grinding removes small amounts of material, smoothing the surface and defining the final edge geometry. Unlike hammering, which moves metal through force, grinding subtracts material gradually. Control is essential here. Removing too much steel can weaken the blade, while removing too little leaves imperfections that affect cutting performance. Sparks fly as the grinding wheel contacts the edge. Each pass reveals more of the finished form hidden beneath the forged surface. With the axe head completed, the handle is inserted from below, allowing the wider top section to lock into place as it is driven through the eye. Once aligned, a wooden or metal wedge is driven into the top of the handle. This expands the wood inside the eye, creating tension that locks the axe head firmly in place. The connection becomes solid, transforming separate components into a single, functional tool. With the handle secured and the blade sharpened, the wooden handle is sanded smooth, its contours refined for comfort and control. A protective oil finish is applied, penetrating the fibers and enhancing durability while bringing out the natural color of the material. The axe is no longer a piece of metal and wood. It is the result of deliberate craftsmanship, a tool built not only to cut, but to endure. And with that, the process comes to its natural conclusion.